Good evening and welcome to the Finding Mr. Darcy series, where every week I talk to you about relationships, love and life in general, and just share my views and any news or information I think might be interesting to you. Thank you for joining me this evening. Normally I do it on a Wednesday evening at 7:30, but as you probably know, Facebook was having a wobbly yesterday, so I wasn't able to be on then. So thank you very much for joining me if you are here today. So today I'm going to be talking about the law of attraction, and I'm going to be talking about taking inspired action. But before I do that, I want to ask you a question. I want to know if you have any experience of using the law of attraction, or if anything serendipitous has ever happened to you. So something that you feel was, led by fate or just an act of serendipity. So please comment below if you have anything that you would like to share. I would love to hear your stories. So welcome to this video. You may or may not have joined me before. I know that I have people who join me regularly. Hello to those people, and hello to anybody new. I'm Rachel Blackmore. I'm a relationship coach who works with professional women to help them to forget having to use the annoying and frustrating dating apps and only attract high quality men into their lives. So that's what I do. And if you're interested in finding out more, you can look for my website, which is rachelblackmore.com. And if you find this interesting, please feel free to share. So inspired action. What's inspired action? What's the law of attraction? Well, you may or may not have heard of the law of attraction, and basically, in the very briefest of ways, it's believing that there is a higher force out there that is leading our lives and is putting things in front of us that we shouldn't ignore, and trusting that everything that we need will be given to us at the right time, and believing that if we are positive about life and if we put out positive vibes into the world, we attract positive things back. So inspired action is when you have something laid out in front of you and maybe things keep happening. Maybe there are things that keep cropping up or things that you can't ignore. And, many people, me included, believe that that's the universe telling you that you need to do something about this. And it was really interesting. And the reason that I've decided to do this video today is because I had a call with somebody at the weekend. And she said, there have been loads of things that have happened recently that have made me think that I need to change my life. I need to get my work-life balance in order. I need to make time to find somebody. And then she just so happened to go into her junk folder where my emails were sitting to her, which is a shame. I don't really like to be in people's junk, but there we are. And once again, it was something that was saying to her, here's an opportunity to take action. Here's an opportunity to do things differently. So I just wondered, are there things that have happened to you like that? Are there opportunities that have been presented to you that maybe you're umming and ahhing about taking? And are there any times where there were lots of things sort of that you felt that, they kind of kept appearing and you ignored them at your cost? So, have there ever been any opportunities that you wish that you'd taken and not done so, and then found out that you missed out as a result? Okay, I'd really like to know, so share that below. So I have actually worked with clients before who've taken all of this on board, and they have decided to take inspired action. They've decided to do the things that occur to them as they occur to them. And I did actually have a client, one of my first clients actually. She was living in London, and she felt that because she was living in London, it was preventing her from finding somebody because, it's a really busy city. It was taking her ages to get home from work, and she just wasn't having the opportunity. So I think we had probably 4 or 5 sessions, and she decided that actually she was going to take action and she was going to be asked to be transferred to Manchester, because the events company that she worked for had another HQ in Manchester. And literally within a few months of finishing working with me, she'd moved to Manchester, and I had a message from her probably about 6 months ago now saying that since she's been there, she's met somebody, and she's very happy with them and their relationship's going really well. So, you know, it can benefit you to look at the opportunities that are being presented to you and to take them. Hello, Chris. Yes, you're here again. Thanks for joining me. So I wonder if there are opportunities that come up and you feel that you want to do them and then there's something holding you back. So maybe you want to go speed dating, for example, or maybe you're thinking that if you joined a club or a group, you might meet somebody. You know, because I work with people and they say to me, well, the problem is, you know, I never meet anybody. And, you know, I go to pubs and I don't meet anybody, and I go to work and I don't meet anybody, and there isn't anyone out there to meet. And actually, you know, of course there are people to meet. There are people everywhere, all over the place. And it might just be that you're not putting the right vibes out into the world. You're not putting that positive energy out. You're not attracting people to you because your attitude is there's nobody out there. And that's what's preventing you. And I actually put something on Facebook yesterday before it broke and asked people to tell me where they met their partners. And the responses are so varied. You know, people have met people at work and they have met people in the pub, but somebody else met their partner because they rang up to complain about something and shouted at the wrong person and then met them in the pub for a drink. Somebody else met their partner playing World of Warcraft. You know, there were loads of responses, and somebody else met their partner at a car boot sale. She was buying, he was selling, and you know, it just goes to show that there are people waiting to meet you, and maybe the fact that you are assuming you are never going to meet anybody is the barrier. It's not, you know, it's not that there's nobody out there. So don't let anything stop you from doing these things. Just go out, join a club, join a group, keep your mind open to meeting people anywhere, because it can happen, you know, and it does happen all the time. And, you know, maybe you're thinking about working with a coach. Maybe you're thinking about working with me because you want to uncover what your barriers are. You want to uncover what it is that's holding you back. Hi, Catherine. I can see that you're watching too. You know, maybe it's the fact that you don't want to spend money on it. That's understandable. You know, we all feel like we don't want to spend the money on things that either are new things, they're unknown things, but you know, money does come back. Money, you can earn money back. Time doesn't come back, and opportunities don't come back. So, you know, it's all about grabbing life by the horns. It's all about making the most of what's available to you. So, you know, I just want to say, don't ignore the signs. Go out there, experience new things, take that inspired action, because, you know, Henry Ford said, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And it's so true. You know, if we keep doing the same things again and again, we can only really expect to get the same results again and again. So do something different. And if you do fancy working with me, then you can go to my free training. I'll put a link below. And that just gives you a bit of a taste of what my program's about and what kind of things we do. You can also book a call with me. If you go to my website, there are links on there. That's rachelblackmore.com. Because, you know, maybe now is the time to do something different. Maybe now is the time to take action and change your life for the better, and just not ignore those signs anymore. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, then please feel free to share it. If you have anything to comment below, I would love to hear from you. So any acts of serendipity, tell me, you know, opportunities you felt that maybe you should have taken, or if you want to find out more about what I do, then please get in touch. I will put the link to the free training so you can have a look at that. So live your life on purpose. Take action today. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.